In today's video, I'm going to teach you some common English words that native speakers use every day, but that most of my students don't actually know. Now, if you want to expand your vocabulary and you want to understand native speakers, then watch this video because the words we're going to learn today are really going to help you. Now, the first word I want to talk about is commute. Commute. Commute can be a verb. It could also be a noun. A commute is going from home to school or from home to work. We say that's your commute. It's your trip. It's your journey from home to school or work. You can also use it as a verb. You commute. I commute, you commute, he commutes to work. Now, if you want to use it in a sentence, you could say, I commute to work every Monday. That's a verb. Or he has a long commute to work. That's a noun. Somebody who commutes is a commuter. Commuter. Very common word. The next word on our list is also related to commuting, and that's detour. Detour. If you take a detour, it means you don't go in the direction or route that you originally planned, but you go around. Maybe something is preventing you from reaching your goal, so you have to go a different way. Maybe it takes longer. For example, on my way to work, there was a construction site on the road, so I had to take a detour and go another way. We say taking a detour. So you can commute to work by car, by train, by bus, but you can also commute on foot. And if you're walking, we say you are a pedestrian. Pedestrian. A pedestrian is somebody who walks. So you might see a sign that says, pedestrians only. No cars, only pedestrians. You're only allowed to walk in this area. Obviously, we can use the verb to walk, but if you want to be a bit more specific, we can say you are taking a stroll. Now, taking a stroll is different from commuting. Commuting is going to work, going to school. You have a clear purpose. You have a clear destination. But taking a stroll means going for a walk that's normally relaxed or leisurely. You're not going very fast. You're enjoying the park. You're enjoying the scenery, the nature. You're taking a stroll. You can say you're going for a stroll, you're taking a stroll, or you could actually use it as a verb, to stroll. For example, I strolled in the park. Now, it sounds a bit more natural to say you're taking a stroll, but you might also say you're strolling around, which means, again, you're walking around with no real destination. You're enjoying your slow, leisurely walk, your stroll. The next word on our list is the verb to hum. To hum. Very common word, and if you're taking a stroll or maybe you're in the shower and you hum, it means you sing, but you don't open your mouth. You're humming. Humming. Very common word. Lots of students don't know this one. Another word that I see students not knowing is frown. Frown. When we're happy, we smile. When we're sad, we frown. Happy, smile. Sad, frown. Now, frown can be a verb, to frown. I frown, you frown, he, she, it frowns. Or you can also use it as a noun. For example, it's better to have a smile on your face than it is to have a frown on your face. Okay, before we continue the video, make sure to leave a like if you're finding it useful. Let me know in the comments if you've heard these words, if you knew what they meant, and of course, if you can come up with your own example sentences too. You can subscribe to English at the Ready here on YouTube so you don't miss any future videos, and make sure to click the link in the video description below if you want to learn more about how I can help you improve your English. Now let's get back into the lesson and look at the next word on our list, which is actually another verb. To gaze. To gaze. When you gaze at something, it means you look at it. You look at it with focus, you pay attention to it, you gaze at it. And normally it might be in the distance. For example, I gazed at the beautiful sunset. Or he gazed at the mountains in the distance. To gaze. Very common word. I use it quite often. You'll hear it all the time, but lots of my students don't know this one either. Now, I want to teach you two words, and I want to teach you the difference between them. Blink and wink. What's the difference between blink and wink? A lot of students don't know this, but when you blink, you close both your eyes. You're blinking. It's what we do without even thinking. It's automatic. Now, when you wink, you close one eye. You're winking. You're just closing one eye. So blinking is when you close two eyes, and winking is when you close one eye. Now the next word I want to teach you is lethargic. Lethargic. After you've had a long day at work, at school, wherever, and you feel tired, you feel lethargic. It basically means that you don't have much energy. For example, I need a coffee in the morning because I feel lethargic when I wake up. Lethargic. Lethargic. It's a synonym of tired. You could also say you feel drowsy. Drowsy is another synonym of tired. Often we use drowsy with medication. For example, some medication makes you drowsy. It makes you sleepy. You could also say fatigued. Fatigued means tired. And exhausted. Exhausted means very tired. If you've had a long day at work and you've been working hard, you could say you have been diligent. Diligent. When somebody is diligent, it means they work hard, they do their work, they're very hardworking, they have a good work ethic. We say they're diligent. For example, she is a diligent worker. She completes everything on time. She's diligent. Now, when somebody is good at something, we could also say they are proficient at it. Proficient. Proficient. For example, you can be proficient at a language like English. After you've watched my videos, I'm sure you will be proficient. You could also be proficient at an instrument, like playing violin. You could be proficient at skiing. Just means you're good at something. You're proficient. Proficient. If you really enjoy doing something, you could say you are keen on it. You are keen. When you are keen to do something, it means you are eager. You really want to do it. For example, I am keen to learn English. Or I am keen on cooking. It means I really like cooking. I really like learning English. I'm keen on it. Now, I want to teach you one more word that lots of my students don't know, but that's common enough. And that word is plausible. Plausible. Plausible is just a synonym of likely. When something is plausible, it means there is a good chance that it will happen. It's plausible. For example, it's plausible that it will rain tomorrow. It's likely that it will rain tomorrow. We would say it's plausible. I hope you found this lesson useful. As I said before, whenever I teach students in private classes, in my club, or in other situations, I'm always a bit surprised at how many students don't know these words. They are quite common. We use them in everyday situations when we speak English. So I really recommend you study them, you learn them, you make sure you know them, because you will probably encounter them when speaking with native speakers. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, let me know in the comments and leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to English at the Ready here on YouTube so you don't miss any future lessons from me. And of course, if you want to learn more about how I can help you improve your English this year, click the link in the description below to learn more. I have some great programs and resources to help you, so you don't want to miss out on that. I'll see you in the next lesson and have a great week.